Okay, so hello everybody. Today I will be presenting the second half of the course I presented to you last week, and this is obviously the same course presenting your work with impact, but this is a summary of the materials of week two. So you might still learn something new from here, and it is presented by me, of course, Yiğit Kanakaner. So let's start. First of all, of course, there's an overview or the content section like I did last week. And the contents are for this presentation, how your attitude affects your presentations. It's kind of the answer of the question of what kind of power you hold as a presenter when you're on the stage and presenting your work. What's mindfulness exercise and its benefits? It says mindfulness, and I wrote it like that because that's how it was in the course. But it's actually meditation. I believe if I say meditation or meditating, a lot of you guys will be more familiar with the term. Preparation for a presentation. So just preparing your slides and or your speech isn't enough. Actually, it's actually almost never the case. So you should still make preparations before your presentation to be more effective, to be a more effective presenter. Nonverbal clues. And this is basically what's not said. That's what it means. Clue is, clue. Vocal techniques. So this is how to use your voice more effectively, basically. And lastly, proof of participation, like I did last week. I added some screenshots of my comments to the online course I took below, and I added them to the last slide as a proof of participation, but they're not really relevant in this presentation I'll be giving to you right now. So, how your attitude affects your presentation. Like I said, another way to ask this question is what kind of power you hold as a presentation when you're presenting on stage. So, I wrote a brief paragraph here, so let me read it to you. When you're presenting to a group of people, the whole group's attention is on you and the material you're presenting because in the majority of the cases, you're given a topic or you choose a topic yourself and you're given a time to make your research and preparations about the topic so you can present your work in an engaging way when the time comes to your audience. So when the time comes, you're expected to be the most knowledgeable about the topic. So and the whole lies all new, and people might look it up before you, and maybe they can make their own researches also, but you're generally accepted as the most knowledgeable person about that particular topic that you're going to present, maybe other than the teacher or your instructor. So that means you had the opportunity to determine the mood of your audience. So, like I said, since you hold the power as in your stage and you're talking about something new or unfamiliar that might be unfamiliar with your audience, you have the power to make them associate that subject to a positive emotion or in a relatable way. That is a powerful ability when you know how to leverage it. However, that also means you can unintentionally pass your nervousness and anxiety to your audience as well. So, just like I just now mentioned, you have the power to be relatable with your work and evoke positive emotions in your audience if you know how to leverage this power. But the opposite scenario is also true. So we're gonna talk about how to how to get behalf that. So, like I said in the content section, this exercise is called mindfulness exercise. This is just one of the many exercises that can help you um, collect your mind and calm yourself before something important or in your daily life. This is an exercise to ground yourself to the moment by easing your mind from the mistakes of the past and the worries of the future. Basically, letting your mind focus on the subject you have in front of you, at least most of the cases, in most of the cases. It also helps reduce anxiety and stress. And by reducing your anxiety and stress, you have the opportunity to make a more effective presentation to your audience. So now comes the preparation part. Like I said, even if you make slides and prepare your speech beforehand, there are still some preparations you can and should make before your presentation to be more effective at presenting your work. It's crucial to study material thoroughly before presenting it to your audience. For that moment and for that particular topic, you are expected to be the most knowledgeable. Like I said in the first slide, some preparations that you can make after making your research are preparing cue cards. This is basically, let's say you didn't want it to prepare a speech. You wanted it to be more spontaneous and natural occurring. So you just prepare cue cards. And cue cards means basically little notes to remind yourself what you're going to talk about and uh, if and to help you put you back on the road if you feel like you're derailing from your narrative. So as you can see here, I have some notes and cue cards myself, and I find them really helpful when I'm presenting, especially now. Um, Second one is going where you will be presenting. This may not be suitable for everyone, but I think it's important because you by going to the place where you'll be presenting or getting onto the stage before getting on the stage with your audience is um, you have the chance to stimulate the or simulate the experience what it feels like to be on stage before going onto the stage. So that might by doing that you might get a familiarity with the stage, and that might help you reduce your anxiety and stress before doing the actual stuff. And by actual stuff, I mean your presentation. So stretching your body, as I'm sure many of you all are aware, mind and body are connected. So by relaxing your body, you actually kind of relax your mind as well. So stretching your body might help you with that. And there's vocal warm-up. Since you're gonna be using your voice in an effective way, it's important to warm your voice up like many athletes and sports players do when before they're go on a match. Since your voice is your instrument, you have to be ready to use it effectively, and warming up before your presentation is an effective way to do it. So our next topic is nonverbal clues. Importance of nonverbal clues are nonverbal communication shapes how your message is received. Facial expressions, gestures, and body language add depth to your words, create trust, and help you appear confident and authentic. So nonverbal means basically none said. So none basically well, now I'm talking to you, but there are also many messages that I'm unintentionally or intentionally giving to you without talking, such as gestures, like I said, facial expressions and body language. I know you can see my whole body here right now, but let's say you're presenting on a stage and you're standing upright, your audience would be able to see your body language or your hand gestures. So it's important to remind you that those things are important as well. So facial expressions convey emotions that support your words, helping the audience connect and sense authenticity. Since the eyes, at least Those who listen should look to you when you're presenting. Your face holds a important your face has an important role when you're presenting, since you have the opportunity to pass on emotions and reactions to your audience by first mimicking them yourself. Eye contact builds trust and ensures people feel included, keeping their attention throughout the presentation. Eye contact is like a zap to the brain. Uh, Sometimes people may be looking at you, but maybe they're dazed off, or they're in the clouds. Their is on the clouds. So by looking at them in the eye, you kind of hold them in the ground and what you're presenting. Gestures are important because they emphasize important points and add natural energy, making your delivery more dynamic and engaging. This is also a technique or way to engage your audience, or make your audience help focus on you. Body language, an open, upright posture signals confidence and authority, while nervous movements can weaken your message. I don't think I'm really, uh, I don't think I really have an upright posture right now, but I'll try to when and if I'm uh, presenting in the class. So now there's vocal techniques. Like I said before, your voice is your instrument, so uh, learning how to use it effectively is really a game changer when you're presenting. Importance of vocal techniques. Your voice is a powerful tool for keeping attention. By adjusting tone and pace, you add emphasis, prevent monotony, and make your message clearer and more engaging. So, the definition of toning and pace are: changing tone adds variety and emotion, highlighting key ideas and preventing a flat, monotonous delivery. I'm kinda flat right now, but sorry about that. And pace is a controlled pace with pauses, gives clarity, helps the audience absorb your message, and keeps their attention focused. And lastly, here are some of my comments uh, under the online course. It's pretty much the same as the last weekend, but of course I obviously answered or commented to different questions. So as you can see, this is my name. These are my comments. So thank you for listening to me throughout this presentation, and I'll try to see you guys next time.